3 a.m. in the morning, and I'm sitting all alone.
Hard hit into right, back at the wall.
That's how many sugar, I can feel it in my bones.
Big Puppy.
Back with 2 outs. Kimbrel deals Bregman in the air, left field. Benintendi dives, and he makes the catch. Oh, what a play! Game saver, Andrew Benintendi.
Here comes a 1-2 pitch. Red Sox win the World Series. 5-1 the final tonight. And the best team in baseball wins it all in 2018.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Pesky podcast. My name is Robert. This is Arie, and we have a lot of kind of weird things to talk about today. Our Red Sox suck. Cespedes went AWOL. Joe Kelly made a meme, and people are telling him to run for president. It's a very weird time in the MLB, which might not even be around for that much longer. Arie, how you doing today?
I'm doing all right. There's a lot of weird stuff going on, man.
It's been a weird week, and we have a lot to talk about, so let's not waste any time. Let's get right into it. YouTube, how you guys doing today? You guys are the lucky ones that get to see our beautiful faces and watch the video. Make sure to hit that like, subscribe, and hit that notification button. Spotify and iTunes gang, what's going on, guys? Appreciate you guys for listening. Make sure to hit that follow button. We are growing ever so steadily, and we love doing this, right, Arie?
Yeah, it's awesome, man. I love just talking about the game that we've known our entire life.
We can't say we love it because I'm sitting there listening to the game at work and I cry sometimes.
We love the game of baseball. We don't love the Red Sox right now. We're not super.
We stay loyal to the soil, but we're
do.
questioning. We're questioning a lot of things. We'll say that
for sure.
All right, but yeah, make sure you guys do all that and hit the link in the description. Hopefully, I remember to put it in there for the Instagram, and if not, go search us at Pesky Podcast. We just hit 400 followers. Steadily increasing, and to all you guys who are following the Instagram, we appreciate you. Without further ado, Arie, you got anything else you want to say?
Let's jump in.
Let's get right into it. So, Cespedes, first thing. Okay, this is almost as weird as the wild boar incident that he got caught with.
Oh, yeah.
He got injured from a wild boar.
Wild boar.
Anyway, so what ended up happening was the Mets have their game. Yeah. Cespedes doesn't show up. They're trying to call him and everything, and they can't find out wherever the hell he is. So they send security up to his room, and his room is completely unpacked. Nothing's in his room. He's gone. It's 100% gone. He didn't want to tell anybody, and then his manager or his agent called the manager and just said, yeah, he's opting out of the season.
Communication much?
Yeah. No, I have a lot of things I got to say about this. First of all, Cespedes is in a contract year. He was on a 4-year, I believe, $127 million deal, which is a lot of that bank, which obviously he foregoed a lot because he's only played 127 games as a Met. Only in 4 years, where you have 162 times 3 years, plus the 60 games. Future me, I'm lazy right now. I don't want to do the math in my head. Put it down to see how many games that is in total. But he's only played 127 out of that many games. Mm-hmm. And he hasn't been too great. He started making a resurgence this
year. He was like, I thought, I was like, okay, this is the year that the Mets are actually going to pay for the Cespedes that they wanted. Huh? Like the, Oakland A's Cespedes. Mm-hmm. And then he's just like, see ya. I'm like,
then Red Sox Cespedes sucked. We don't talk about Red Sox Cespedes. No, cut it. Cut the cameras. But he got this massive bag, comes here, is injured for the majority of the time by a wild boar, and then does this, pulls this stunt. Who realistically is going to sign him come December, January?
I don't know, man. It's almost like he kind of reminds me of Puig. Like, there's going to be a really weird signing. Like, obviously, Puig is kind of back. Like, that, his career has been all over the place.
Yeah.
After going from, leaving the Dodgers. But Cespedes is kind of similar, and it's going to be really weird to see where he
I
goes.
don't
I don't.
see Puig still has the talent. Puig was supposed to get signed by the Braves, but obviously he got the virus, which I still feel really bad for, so he couldn't complete that contract and everything. Hopefully he signs with the team by close to the end of the year and make a playoff push.
Yeah.
But with Cespedes, with that sort of communication,
That's definitely going to affect on a contract for sure.
One of three things is going to happen. All right. Well, the first thing, which I heard on the Baseball Tonight podcast with Buster Only, is the Mets are going to give him a minimum deal with a ton of incentives and say, prove you want to be here. Prove it.
That's fair. Yeah.
Or another team is going to give him a AAA deal and say, prove you want to play baseball. Or no one's going to sign him at all.
I feel like
a major
league the Marlins. I feel like the Marlins or like the Orioles are going to be like, minor league deal.
Enough. No,
minor league deal with like it's like if you don't like a what's it called, like with an invite to spring training, and like if you don't perform well in spring training, you're out.
Yeah.
I feel like that's what you need to do for a player like Cespedes, who has been all over the place.
Mm-hmm. He needs to prove that he wants to be somewhere.
Definitely.
All right. But yeah, that was just the weirdest thing. Like I sent you immediately once I saw that Yoenis Cespedes just went complete AWOL. He was gone.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Where'd he go?
At first,
just
I thought he was
MLB's
dead.
Playing.
I was like, is the team not saying anything, and they're just saying he went AWOL just to like cover it up until they find like specifics? Is he did he pass away or something?
Some people said that he got infected and didn't want to tell anybody. And just the team was keeping it under wraps. Like there was a lot of different theories going around the internet at that time, and I was so confused.
Weird, bro.
All right. Anything else you want to say about Cespedes? Any last words?
No, it's just really definitely interesting to see where he signs this offseason.
It's going to be very, very interesting because he did have a good season. So somebody may see that and just be like, okay, we'll risk it, but I don't think anybody will. I don't think anyone will.
I still think the best option for him would be like a minor league deal and see how he performs.
Okay. So next, we had a game this week. It was Dodgers v Astros, and Joe Kelly, who was not part of that Dodgers team in 2017, but was part of the Red Sox, who got screwed by the Astros also, right? Threw behind Jose Altuve with a 98-mile-an-hour fastball.
And Correa.
And after that, he threw a curveball behind Correa, and then Correa just kind of stood there and was just like, really? Are you really going to do this? Like, yes, people are going to do this all season. Better get used to it.
Yeah, out of anybody, though, it's Joe Kelly. Like, I mean, let's face this. Like, the whole Austin Riley thing, the whole Austin Riley fight, yeah, totally a Joe Kelly thing. Like, I don't care. I'm going to hit you, and I'm going to strut around on the mound just to prove that I hit you, and like, take that. Like, that's the player he is. So, like...
I respect the hell out of Joe Kelly, because he wasn't going to be like, oh, everyone's doing it. He's like, no, I'm going to be the one
I'm going to start this.
Yeah.
He would be the person to be like, no, I'm going to do this.
And let me tell you, he's not going to be the one to finish it. Other people are going to start hopping in.
Yeah.
Because especially, I wouldn't say not many teams in the, what would it be? They're in the AL Central, right? Or are they in the AL West? The Astros. They're in the West. All right, yeah. A lot of teams in the AL West wouldn't be too mad because they obviously didn't get a playoff spot. But come the teams in the NL West, aka the Dodgers, and those guys, they're gonna be ready to fight.
Yeah,
like I thought we was about to throw hands.
I thought there was too, and then I was like, really? Also,
I thought we were about to have another. Who was it? It was somebody on the Pirates.
Oh,
no. Remember that fight between the Pirates and Reds, where the one guy just decided to fight the entire... Oh, it was Puig. Of course it was Puig.
Puig's like, I'm going to take all of you on.
Insert meme here, future me. Of course it was Puig. I forgot about that. Puig's time with the Reds was forgettable. Very forgettable on the Reds.
Yeah, man, it was... But okay, 8-game suspension?
Way too much. Way too much.
Give him like 2 or 3.
No,
like you knew this was going to happen. Like,
should be a fine.
Oh, okay.
That
would make sense.
Yes. Obviously, he cleared the benches, and he threw it 2 different people, but that's not...
No punches were thrown. If it's punches thrown, then you should, get a game off. And
yes.
But
and that That equals a 22-game suspension for the regular season.
Yeah.
A little bit bull, if you ask me.
So here's the thing, though. This
Mhm.
proves that Manfred favors.
Yes.
Like, I hate Manfred on so many levels just because of he screwed over the Sox so many times, and just like the stuff he, allows and doesn't allow. It's like, dude, what the heck? Like, come on. But yeah, no, way too harsh of a punishment.
That is way too harsh. And I showed you a picture of this fake account. I thought it was the actual Joe Kelly. It was a fake account. I fell for it. Posted a picture of Joe Kelly holding 3 kids that had the faces of the Astros.
Yeah. Also, let's be
Damn.
fair here. Kelly would do that though. He'd be like,
Kelly, it wouldn't have surprised me if he actually did that. And he said, you know what? I'm going to appeal the suspension, but let's just throw 2 middle fingers in there also.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, let's just throw a quick 1-2 jab at him.
Yeah.
I was like, I love Joe Kelly. That man's awesome.
I mean, he's a competitor.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I'd still want him on the Sox. I mean, at this point, I'd take anybody.
Yes.
I'd take anybody.
All right.
Oh,
Insert
God.
Daniel Bryan yes meme here. Okay. I hope you get that. I don't know if you're a WWE fan, but you'll see
Not
an edit.
too big, but yeah.
But we almost forgot. We are kind of a Red Sox podcast, so maybe we should talk about them a little bit.
There's not much to talk about. We suck.
There's a lot to talk about, but it's just regrettable.
There's not a lot of positive things.
There's
2
not a lot-
positive things. You go be negative for a second, and I'll bring it up with the 2 positive
Well,
things.
I'm not necessarily going to be negative. Okay, so we had the series against the Orioles where we talked about
First
the
game.
where we won the first game and then got swept the rest.
Yeah.
Yikes. Like I said before, John Means is not good enough to lead the Orioles to a 500 record. Okay, their best player has.
But apparently, Asher watched
R.I.P. R.I.P. Trey Mancini. I actually love Trey Mancini's game. He had that.
He's a good player.
JBJ robbed him once, and that was an amazing catch. But I've loved watching Trey Mancini. So I feel terrible. He put an article out in I think it was Sports Illustrated about everything he was going through, and it's just so sad to see.
Wow, I didn't see that.
But the Orioles, that series was forgettable. Then we went against the Mets, and technically it was a 4-game series, 2 at Fenway, 2 there. They took the 2 in Fenway. We took the 2 in New York, which I thought was very, very close.
Yeah.
Both teams were very close, and the team actually clutched out, which I was very happy with. And I thought, hey, we're on the uprise. And then we went to Bronx. And let me just say, oh, God, no. First game, very forgettable. Nothing went right.
Yeah.
Second game, I'm not mad at. Mainly,
Which game was that? What was the final score?
That was the one they lost 5-1.
Oh, I watched that game. I was ticked because we held them to what, 2 runs, 3 runs, and then you just gave up a 3-run home run to like freaking Brett Gardner. I'm just like,
yeah. I wasn't mad until the 8th inning.
That's the bullpen. That's the bullpen's issue.
Yeah, that's the bullpen.
For sure.
Okay, we don't. We'll get into specific players on how they're doing so far in the season, but it's regrettable. But that game I wasn't necessarily mad at, mainly because the pitching was enough to keep them in the game. The bats weren't there. I can't remember who was pitching for the Yankees that day in relief, but they were just smoking, and they couldn't get any bats going. The bats just went ice cold on us for those first 2 games of the series. Then game 3, all right, 3rd inning, Red Sox take a 5-2 lead, all right, and they're cruising, and then all of a sudden it's the 6th inning and we're tied at 5.
Yep.
Then Xander hits a home run.
Okay.
Then it's a tie game. Then Devers hits a home run. Then with 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th, Matt Barnes, who I love Matt Barnes, and he's a good pitcher, right? Matt Barnes comes in. He gives up a 2-out single. Pass ball, steals second. And then I can't remember who it was. Who's the second baseman for the Yankees? Do you remember?
Oh, LeMahieu.
LeMahieu. I think it was LeMahieu. I can't remember. It was somebody who's got really good contact.
Oh, LeMahieu's got amazing contact, yeah.
Took the 2-strike pitch, went opposite way, scored the runner from second. He ended up on second, and then 2 words.
Aaron
Yes.
Judge.
Okay. Let me just say something real quick, okay?
Bobby's really trying to keep it together here.
You have a guy, all right, in Aaron Judge. There were 2 guys who had you bent over the entire series. Their
Yeah.
names were Aaron Judge and Gio Urshela. All right, Gio Urshela went off this series. And I don't know how or why, but good for him. He went off.
Yeah.
Right? Aaron Judge has homered in 5 consecutive games. 3 of them are against your sorry pitching.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay? You have a decent pitcher in Matt Barnes, yes, but with first base open, 2 outs, this dude's been hot all series.
Who was after him in the lineup?
And Gary Sanchez, I think? No.
Yeah, it probably was Gary.
I think it was Gary Sanchez, who's been sucking this entire series, who hasn't been able to hit the ball. Mm-hmm. So you can either pitch to this guy who's been red hot the entire series, or walk him with first base open and pitch this guy who's been ice cold the entire series, and you choose to pitch to Judge, and that ball never landed.
Loss.
That
9-7
ball
loss.
never landed, Arie.
Yeah.
Pretty sure that ball traveled all the way to Fenway.
And went over the monster.
Mm-hmm. And then, I can't remember. I think it was
frustrating. That was a real heartbreaker.
And even after that, right? Or was it the first game? I think it was the last game. Yeah. Red Sox are starting to get a little bit of a run, right? They get a couple hits together in the top of the 9th, right? First and third, 2 outs. And then I'm getting excited. And then all excitement drops because Andrew Benintendi walks to the plate. Okay? With a chance to homer and tie the game. Or was this in the 5-2? This was the game before.
That was 5-2. No. Yeah, because I'm looking here. 9-7. And then, yeah.
There's a game they lost by 3. Which game was that?
That was 5-2.
5-2.
That was
the game before. Yep. And then the game before that, they lost 5-1.
Yep.
Right? Yeah.
Let me just double check. Yeah, you're right.
Okay. So, in that game, Benintendi comes up with runners on first and third and a chance to tie the game. Why don't you pitch hit somebody? This dude, throughout the year, is batting in .083. He is the worst. And I could have gone back farther because Andrew Benintendi has more than 30 at-bats. The post I posted on the Instagram page, I did minimum 15 at-bats because I was too lazy to keep searching. Right?
Yeah.
He's the worst hitter in the past decade for the Red Sox right now. The worst in the past decade. Over 10 years now. No one has hit worse than Andrew Benintendi has right now. Nobody. It's unacceptable at this point. All right, this man's has had 32 at-bats, and he has 3 hits.
Okay.
Just 3 hits.
I got something to say about Benny, but I'll let you finish.
Please go, because I don't want to yell.
So here's the thing, though.
Mm-hmm.
You're totally right. You should have pinch hit somebody. Like with Pilar
anybody.
available. Pilar's got the best average on the team. He's got a 350.
Pilar's averaging 387.
387. Yeah.
387 for our boy. Hit him with a one-top.
Pilar. And so
yes.
Yeah, so you could have done that. I don't think we should hate on Benny. Yes, he's batting atrocious. But hitting is not the only thing he brings to the table.
Yeah, he's a good defender.
Great defender. Don't say good. He's a great defender. Okay? All right?
He's been all right for a few years.
I'll
give him this. He has made the greatest Red Sox catch, or the most clutch Red Sox catch, in the 100-some-odd years that the Red Sox have been around. He's made the most clutch catch by far.
So here's the thing. At the beginning of the season, I thought we got a pinch hit for Verdugo because we got to be careful because he's got a broken back and all that business.
He's doing okay.
He's doing great. Now, Pilar needs to start pinch hitting for Benny. And quite frankly, Benny needs to be benched for a couple games and just needs to work on BP.
He needs to take. We got. I'll get into that
Don't
later.
put him in. Don't put him in for a pinch hitter. Nothing against. He just needs to work this out. Okay, there are a lot of players on that offense. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there are a lot of players on the offense who just aren't clicking. Chavis demolished the ball. That's great. But other than that, he really hasn't done anything. JD has 0 home runs, I believe, right? 0.
JD has. I can't see. Hold on. Give me a second.
0.
JD has zip.
Zip. Yeah.
Pesky has 4. Xander has 3. Moreland has 2. And Devers, Chavis, and Pala have 1.
Pala. Yeah. So yeah, there are just a lot of people in this offense who are just starting off really, really cold, and that's okay. Reneke just needs to figure out how to work the lineup better.
Yeah. By the way, Andrew Benintendi has 2 hits, not 3.
Oh, thank you for adding that.
Rip.
Vital piece of information to us.
He has 9 walks. Holy crap!
His on base is great.
He has a 300 on base percentage, but
I mean,
hit the damn ball, hit it.
But yeah, okay. But who cares? I mean, I would rather take on base percentage over average any day.
No, because the higher your average goes, the higher. Kevin Pillar is a 406 on base percentage right now.
Yeah, but if you're getting on base, that's someone who can be potentially brought in by
But we can't just
basically an RBI.
We can't just sit here and.
You can't just sit here and make him walk. He's got to do other things.
Yeah.
All
right.
We got to move on. Oh, also. Yeah, no, we kind of talked about Xander and Vasky are doing phenomenal.
Yeah, I just want to run through real quick.
Yeah.
And talk about the rest of our guys real quick.
Do we even want to talk about that, Hall?
No, we'll get into pitching in a second, but just batters.
All right.
Pilar's hitting us with a 387, which I love Pilar.
That's good. Lead off hitter.
That's amazing. Sure. That's amazing for Pilar, right? Xander's still 333. Vasquez is 323. JBJ is 276. Moreland's 263. Perez is 250. Okay.
Perez is he's not a phenomenal hitter. He's more known for his defense.
Doogie's
which has been terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible.
He has 3 errors throughout the season, I think, which is tied for most.
He and Raffy are not clicking.
Yeah. Doogie's hitting a 231, which ain't great.
No, but better than Benny.
JD and Devers are 222 and 211. Okay. Chavis is a 158. And Benny's an 083.
Chavis doesn't hit for contact. Chavis just hits to, he just hits moon bombs. That's all he does.
Yes. Okay. And then we get into the starting pitching.
All right. Evaldi, let's just say this. Evaldi has been everything that the Red Sox have needed him to be.
And more.
Far.
And more.
Yeah.
All right. Here's what I will say before I say anything else. The guys I have no complaints with. None at all. Evaldi.
Yep.
Workman.
Yep.
Marcus Walden.
Workman. I don't know.
He has a 3 ERA, so.
All right. He gave up a lot of walks in that series, and
but he not like saves.
He did.
Walden was a 1.8 ERA.
Perfect.
Keith Hembry, who's a 1.69 ERA, and Phillips Valdez, who has played in 5 innings, 5.2 innings, and has this many runs. He's been killing the game. All right, and I think we experiment with him starting. Someone had said this in an Instagram comment, and I said yes. Maybe he doesn't have the stamina, but
at least
I've said this. I've said this before. I'll say it again. This team has 1 starter and a bunch of long relievers.
That's fair.
That can't play the start of a game. That choke in the start of a game.
Matt Hall.
Let's get through the people who, when they come out of the bullpen, right? I go
get the shotgun.
I go. All right. First, Colton Brewer, who's not doing terrible. Josh Ostrich.
Josh
Ostrich. All right. Ain't doing too bad. My microphone, stop it. Next guy, Martin Perez. All right. He's averaging a 5 ERA, which is very...
That's Martin Perez, though. Let's be fair.
Which is very deflated because he had that really good game against the Mets or the... Give him props for that. Golf clap. He had 1 very good game. 1 very good game. All right, then Godley. He was doing great, and then he sucked.
Coming out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's a bullpen guy. He is a bullpen guy. Austin Bryce hasn't been able to get his footing. He has a 6.35 ERA. Matt Barnes, after that Yankees game, I'll give that was off of 1 game. So we'll
you can't judge him off of 1 game. Just Workman.
He's still okay.
By the way,
our
his
boy-
name is Matthew Barnes. Did you hear that? He changed
Yes.
his name from Matt. I was like, who is this Matthew Barnes guy? I'm like, all right.
Our boy has been struggling hard. Brian Weber.
Weber!
He's
With a
he's
name like
strugg-
that, you should be able to pitch somewhat decently.
he's only played in 2 games and has an 11.57 ERA, which that hurts. And then the one that gives me chest pains.
Raja?
No, Ryan Brazier ain't even on here for some reason. Has he even pitched at all? Yeah, he has. Why isn't Ryan Brazier's stats on here? I'll look up Ryan Brazier's stats. But the last guy is Matt Hall. 15.43 ERA. Has pitched a total of 4.2 innings. Both being starts. Ow, my chest pains.
So, well,
Any
Renicky,
thoughts on Matt
if you can
Hall?
hear this. Renicky, if you can hear this. Don't have him start.
Matt Hall. No, you got to bring someone else down. We have 1 million pitchers. All right? We have like a
Yeah.
1,000,007 pitchers.
Bring up
All right.
Salucci.
Colin McHugh come back.
Salucci. Bring in Salucci.
He's playing for some random team now. I know he still has a contract with the Spinners, but stay in shape.
Yeah.
He's with this team called the Iron Pigs or something like that.
Oh,
Some
yeah.
independent league. I've been seeing some highlights on his Instagram. Go follow Brendan Salucci, just cuz.
Because
All right.
he's 11.
Oh God. Arie. Buddy, I looked up Ryan Brazier's stats.
All right, before you tell me, I'm going to take a deep breath so I can. All right.
Games, 2. Innings pitched, 2. ERA, 13.5.
Oh gosh. All right.
All right. Hold on. Let me get into this.
We want to even with him.
His whip is 2, which means he's allowing 2 people on base per inning, minimum or average. He is allowing 4.5 walks a game. 9 strikeouts ain't bad.
But if you're giving up how many walks?
4.5.
4.5.
You're for every 2 strikeouts, you're giving up a walk.
Terrible.
Let that sink in. Let that sink in. Okay,
Terrible.
we're doing what we do best and just rambling.
Oh,
Let me get to.
what was that one proposed trade thing that we were?
I'll get into that. We got a couple more things we're gonna rack out real quick. We're at
Yeah.
about 28 minutes now, I think,
That-
somewhere
yeah.
around there. So our next 8 games, they're the most important games of the season, in my opinion. Okay,
Yeah.
we have
We got
2
a
against the
cream
Rays, 2 against the Blue Jays, 4 against the Rays.
We got to cream the
We
Rays.
need to win 5. If we win 5, we're in second
Minimum
place.
5. Yeah.
Minimum 5. If we don't win 5, it's going to be a long and hard uphill stretch. All right, it's not going to be pretty. We need at least 5 of these 8. And if we come back here, we always record these on Tuesdays because that's the only day I have off of work, or one of the 2. And Arie just kind of sits here and just waits. Yes. So we record these on Tuesdays. Come next Tuesday, if they don't have, they'll play 7 games by then, 7 of the 8. And then we'll know because I don't upload these till Thursday because I'm lazy. I'm probably going to start uploading these Wednesday because I need to stop being lazy. Where was I going with that? If they don't at least have 4 out of 7 wins by the time we upload next or the time we record next, I'm going to be very, very upset.
And you have the right to be upset.
Yes. This team is so much more talent than they're putting on the field.
I'm just going to say one quick thing here.
Mhm.
I had hope for Ranky. Had. I don't think we should bring him back next year. I'm sorry.
I'm saying it's too early to make that
Alex
judge.
Cora could set a starting rotation.
No,
He could.
his pitching was so off. It wasn't this bad, but his pitching cost us so many games.
But it's better than this.
Yes, and his refusal to change anything cost the Red Sox those 21 blown saves that they had. 21 in a year. That's an extra 21 wins that puts you in the 1 seed and in high command for a World Series title. But because of his pitching rotations, hashtag bring VTech in. Okay, my mic is somewhat spazzing. But next, I put something down on the Instagram, right? And I said, what are your thoughts on fixing this team? And somebody, I can't remember their name, and I lost the comment because stories go away after 24 hours, said, trade Michael Chavis for Trevor Bauer. And initially, I posted that, and I said, hell no, to the no, 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 hell to the no. Right? I was so against that. So he puts that out, and then I put it on the story because I want to get other people's opinion just to back me up and to boost my pride a little bit. I said, would you trade Chavis for Bauer? 27 people said yes, and 25 said no. More people said they're willing to trade Chavis for a 1-year rental of Trevor Bauer. Why?
Trevor Bauer's got so many issues. Like, here's the thing. The whole, like, we're taking you out of the game. Oh, I'm just going to huck this ball into center field. Not cool.
That's just amazing. Feature me, insert
cool.
the meme.
Like,
that was amazing.
Like, don't do that, bro. It's a meme, definitely.
Okay, I have. We
gotta start
run down a pros and cons list real quick. Allow me to run down a pros and cons list of this. Okay? Pro, we need starting pitching desperately.
Yeah, we'll take. I mean, like we've said before, if Bobby wants to, I'm all in shape. Let's start getting ready and let's go try
48-mile-an-hour curveball. Oh, drives the ladies crazy in the front row. All right. But cons. That's the only pro. Yeah. Con. We will be going back into the luxury tax unless we trade somebody like, I don't know, a JBJ along with somebody with a decent sized contract, because right now Bauer has a 1-year, $17 million deal. Yeah. Second, it'll be a 50-game rental because he will walk. Yeah. And third, if he doesn't walk and we re-sign him, we're back above the luxury tax on the same problem we were in a year ago.
With Mookie, yeah.
Yeah, we're in the same problem. It's just not going to work. 4, I love Chavis. All right.
Yeah, I think Chavis is our first baseman for the future. I love Moreland. Don't bring him back.
I don't think so. I don't think so. To be completely honest with you, I am for the idea of possibly trading him for the right assets back. What I mean by that is you need to get it has to be a starting pitcher at this point.
Yeah.
B, you have to trade him in the offseason. Keep him for the rest of this season, re-sign him, and then trade him. 3, it has to be for somebody under a cheap contract and with multiple years of control. So either A, somebody that's younger that you could keep signing until the 27 and he can hit free agency, or B, somebody who is 27, 28, 29, but has still 3, 4, 5 years left on their deal. If any of those are met, then I'd be fine with trading Chavis for them. But
I like Chavis.
That's a very specific
I think this team,
set.
Real quick here. When JD leaves, we need people who are going to mash bombs. Okay? Those people are going to be Bogarts. Talking in the future, Bogarts, Chavis, Blaze Jordan, and Vasky.
And did you say Devers?
Oh, Devers, for sure.
Devers got the power.
You have to have those guys.
Power?
JBJ
for that power?
No. The ball. Yes.
JBJ has no power.
He's more effective. Well, he does. It's just not great. But you need to think about that. So I don't think unless it's a very good deal, I'm not willing to trade Chavis. Yeah. Moving next to
you know JBJ is my favorite player, but he has as much power as my grandfather trying to get out of bed. I love me some JBJ. We all know this. JBJ is my favorite player. Insert the picture of me taking a picture with JBJ. I love the guy. My favorite player. But yeah, he ain't hitting those bombs. He ain't hitting for dingers.
Moving on.
Next, real quick, power rankings. Red Sox dropped from 17 to 22nd.
Yeah, we suck.
We suck. And I think that's fair. I don't like that the Rays are still 5th.
Yeah, they should
put the Rays 5th and they still have 500 record. They're like, they have potential. Screw their potential.
We have better potential than they do.
No, we don't. But we have a better team than they do.
Better potential. Yes. Let's not. Okay, offense. Let's just we're going to take the pitching. We're going to throw it to a closet, lock the door.
As far as Mookie Betts can throw to third. All right. That's where the pitching's going to go. Right over there.
Right over there.
Right. Next. What do I got next? My phone won't want to load. Yes, speaking of next, okay? Our clip of the week.
Yeah.
Now, I will go first with this one. My clip is not a Red Sox clip.
No, it's got to be a Sox clip, bro. Like, we are a Sox podcast.
No, honorary ex Red Sox clip just because it was that good of Mookie making that throw. Insert it here. I control the rules. I'm sad about Mookie.
I prefer
let me
from Mookie.
Let me have my nostalgia.
No.
Right?
You're gonna get into a deep dark depression, and I'm not gonna be able to pull you out.
Yes, I need my nostalgia. Okay, just insert the clip of him checking a ball 305 feet on a dime.
That was a good play, but I don't think it's
okay. Backup clip.
Of the week.
Backup clip. Insert the clip of Xander Bogaerts' 2 home runs.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
All
Either Bogaerts 2 home runs or just Evaldi just.
Okay, if you're gonna pick that, I'll insert that to be yours, and then mine will be Devers' defensive highlights against the Mets. He was everywhere against the Mets.
He pulled it together, and I was like, "Good for you, buddy."
He showed he's a legitimate. Was it Devers or Bogaerts? I think it was Bogaerts or Devers.
Bogaerts and Devers, both of them.
Yeah,
Devers,
I remember
Devers
someone
knocked down a good ball and like threw it to second, I think.
Mm-hmm. One of them had a really good highlight play that I'm going to look up, and I'm going to add it right now. But with that being said, let's get into our favorite part of the week. We're already at 37 minutes of recording.
We got to wrap this up real quick.
Yeah, we're okay. We control how long we do this for. We have the power.
Oh, did I leave the stove on?
Arie, I'm going to have to blur that.
Bro.
All
right, here we go.
You're killing me. Welcome the people to Arie's Takes.
Welcome to Arie's Takes. Yeah.
We weren't supposed to say the whole thing.
Well, I did, so you can suck it.
I'm gonna forget. I'm gonna forget to future me. Blur, censor that. I'm gonna forget. I'm gonna be taking off.
Did you know? Did you know?
What did I know?
That Major League Baseball umpires are required to wear black underwear while on the job in case they split their pants.
Oh my god, I didn't know that.
Oh gosh.
I need to look that up now. How many times it's actually happened where umpires have split their pants? Because the main thing is, if there is a rule, it means somebody has broken that rule before, so that rules need to be placed in. So all I can imagine,
whoa now.
all I can imagine is a home plate umpire standing like this, wearing those extra small pants, right? Getting a rip, and him having them hot pink undies on. Right, that's all I'm imagining right now, and I don't want to imagine Joe West or Angel Hernandez in hot pink undies. Okay, that's the last thing I want to imagine right now.
Joe West.
Yeah, he got R.I.P. Joe West. He got hit with a bat and ended up bleeding. I feel bad for that, actually. You didn't see that? Oh my god, I felt so bad because he swung and took a bat right off the side where his helmet wasn't.
Yes, I remember that. Yeah.
It was bad. All right. With that being said, that's the end of Arie's Takes. Anything else you want to say to people?
Yeah, let's just start winning Sox games and let's just mow over the Tampa Bay Rays.
Yes.
Preferably.
Yep. And as always, we hope we entertained you guys. Make sure you hit that like, subscribe, follow button so you can catch your 2 favorite idiots next week. With that being said, roll that outro music. Thank you guys so much for watching. We will see you guys in the next one.
Peace.